Chinese students visit the grave of Adam Smith, the 18th century Scottish philosopher.
Adam Smith is very honored, and he wrote a very famous book. I don't know what's in English, but in China we call it 国富论, and most all of us know it.
I root for the free market team. Adam Smith is my star player.
Back in 1776, economist Adam Smith shocked everyone by saying that what governments should actually do is just leave people alone to buy and sell freely among themselves.
It's as persuasive now as it was then.
Everybody here knows Adam Smith, you know, he's self-interest and greed is good, and the invisible hand and free enterprise and free markets, etc., all that kind of, he's the father of capitalism.
But is he? For many, the philosopher and his book are linked to the birth of capitalism. History, however, suggests that capitalism was born hundreds of years before him. And so our story begins not with the man, but with the world that gave birth to him.
Now, Smith himself was brought up in an interesting port on the east coast of Scotland. The society he lived in was going through an absolutely profound revolution in its public life. The Glorious Revolution in Britain had brought about a religious revolution in Scotland. And then a few years later, Scotland is united to England by an Act of Union, the Act of Union of 1707, which is still in force. And that again brings about a political revolution. The point about this revolution in public life in Scotland, as far as Smith is concerned, is that it puts a great onus on the Scottish middling ranks. And the duty of this class is to seek the improvement of public life, the improvement of Scottish institutions, the improvement of Scottish religion, the improvement, above all, of the Scottish economy.
When Smith moved from Kirkcaldy to this house in 1778, he moved with his mother, who was, by that stage, a very frail old lady. When Smith lived in Kirkcaldy, he was used to being able to look out onto vast expanses of beach, of sea. Here, he's overlooking gardens, overlooking the Canongate Church, which he and his mother worshipped at. It's interesting because from one of these windows, Smith was able to look out over the monument to his old and very best friend and partner, David Hume. Hume and Smith's philosophical partnership was one of the great formative influences on shaping the Scottish Enlightenment. Hume and Smith, two men who were as like as peas in a pod intellectually, both had the ambition to try and develop a philosophy, a science even, that would explain the principles of human behavior, explain the principles of social organization and historical change without any reference whatsoever to religion.